Check, check.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Oh, yeah.
You both can?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess we're ready. You ready for your microphone, old man?
I'm ready. Where's my list of questions?
No, I'll ask you about the list.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to turn you both down a little bit in your headphones and turn your mics up since you're not really talking into your mics.
Oh, got you.
Like, when you talk, you're supposed to be this far away from a microphone.
Like this far away?
Check, check,
Check, check.
check.
Check, check.
And I guess we'll try and go.
Check, check.
Check, check.
Hold on. Here we go.
Is mine coming through?
Yours is coming through. Can you hear him all right?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
He's the one that says that, not
Oh.
you. Shh.
I belong to you ever since your heart thrilled me with a thrill that was new.
You like this song?
I love it.
I'll do anything to convince your
This is the new opening music for the show.
I'm 100% for you. It would surely be very small of me
You don't like this song, Mike?
if my love for you wasn't true. So I'm advertising that all of me, I'm 100% for you. Yeah.
There you go. That's the opening music to this.
Make it or break it.
This is what it's supposed to be about.
Make it or break it.
This is the second episode of my new show. No, he can talk all he wants. You can too. Don't limit yourself to talking. Get near that microphone, lady.
We used to have in my basement, we had a full-size...
Can you bring that a little closer to you so people can hear you?
We had a full-size piano in our basement.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother had a huge collection of 78 records. In those days, they were very brittle and easy to break. And when we were like 10 years old, we went down in the basement one Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And we played Make It or Break It. And we had a little phonograph. And we would put these records on. And then we would listen to just a little bit of them. And we'd say, make it or break it. And, of course, we broke it every time. And we'd smash them on the side of the piano. Pieces would go flying all over. And we probably destroyed 100 records that way that were probably actually good collectible records.
Those records probably aren't worth anything.
Not
anymore.
Not anymore. Well, they're not worth anything now because they were all broken.
This is what the show is. This is people getting to know me. No one knows. This is since the only second episode. The people who are listening, she's already unhappy with the process.
She's not getting the
No,
premise
so what I
of
have
what's
to do is I
going
have to
on.
tell everyone I'm John Tenney. I'm the host of the show. And my special guests today on the show are my parents.
And I'm John Tenney, and I'm not the host of the show.
That's right.
How do you like
You're the
that?
original John Tenney.
I'm the original. Break the mold, and we should have, and we didn't.
And my parents, you've now been married for how many years?
47.
47.
Going
And
on 48.
You dated for 3 years before?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, you don't look happy. You shouldn't look happy about that at all.
I'm thinking about this now that
There's been
I got really...
Well,
There's been
actually, she was dating with me, and I was dating with all the girls.
Now, don't say anything dumb like that, because you never did. You never
I
did.
hear him all the time. He says things
I
like
would
that.
drop-
And I know it's not true.
It's not true.
I would drop her off at 4 o'clock, and then I would go out and find the other girls.
Yeah. If you're going to lie, I'm not going to be here.
You can call him out on it.
Well, I'm calling him out on him. He's dumb. Ridiculous.
She had-
I never dated anybody but him.
She had to be in the house at 6 o'clock for dinner and whatnot, and that was it for the day.
Right.
And I didn't have to be home at all. And I had my own car. At
Speaking of that,
16.
Speaking of that, one of the things I wanted to bring up is we were supposed to record this last night. For people who are listening, the show's already off the rails.
Okay.
Because we were supposed to record it last night.
Yep.
Well, just let me...
But my dad got a stomach ache.
Diarrhea.
I wasn't going to say it, but you know. But
Mamma mia.
the thing that cracks me up the most is that when he left here, he had one task, which he was supposed to get me white spray paint. So he left the house. You were gone about 2 hours.
Yeah, that's all. That's not long.
And when he comes back, he's got a stomach ache and no white spray paint.
That's usual, because if it's something you need or want, he never actually finds it or
Out the
gets
window.
it.
Out the window. I was actually doing something for somebody outside of the family.
Well, that's
Well,
nice.
he thinks.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. And I had to cruise through Royal Oak a couple
And what
of
was the
times.
argument? You didn't think that he was in the Boy Scouts? What was the argument on that the other night?
What?
About me being in the Boy Scouts?
Oh, he was in the Boy Scouts. I don't know how they accepted him, but he was there.
Yeah, but back then
And he was
everybody
also in the Boys
Boy
Club of
Scouts.
Royal Oak.
Everybody was allowed to be in the Boy Scouts?
Everybody was, except for the gays.
Well, that's still the way it is, isn't it?
I think so. So
Yeah.
it's still the same.
But that's wrong.
50 years later.
That's wrong.
Of course.
All right. So here we're going to go through some lists and we're going to see what you guys think. I've gathered the statistics in the polls.
Lay it on me.
All right.
Well, just tell your
I'm going to
dad.
see if you guys match up with what the rest of America believes.
Okay, but
And
tell your
I
father
hope
not to lie.
I hope not.
Now, I asked people on the internet and in person.
I don't want to be like the rest of America.
I know you don't. You're not anywhere near them.
Aren't we supposed to be doing this on the street?
That's where I've interviewed people already.
I know. Why did we not get to be on the street?
You guys can't be out on the street for more than about 20 minutes before
Probably
both
get
of you have
picked
to go
up.
and sit down. I asked people at this point in their lives, would they rather have a $600,000 car or a $600,000 house? Dad, at this point in your life, which of those two things would you want?
A house.
A house, Mom?
Definitely a house.
I'm here to tell you, the survey's in, the results are in. The majority of people in Michigan completely agree with you.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Good.
They agree.
Good.
Now, the thing that I question is, with a house, even if you give someone a $600,000 house, what do you think taxes are on that thing? Do you think people even take that into consideration?
Probably not.
It's got to be expensive, right? If you have a $600,000 house,
Well, it's like I told you the other day when they asked the guy, that was driving his car around on the street. He says, "Don't you own a home?" And he says, "I can sleep in my car, but I can't drive my home."
I would own the home, definitely,
yeah.
because if they gave it to you, it's paid off. And if I wanted to have people move in, I'd have them move in to help pay off.
I feel like if someone gave me a $600,000 car, I could drive it around for a week and be a hot shot, and then turn around and sell it to someone and not have to worry about insuring it and
Right.
all that stuff.
But you have to remember, just like the house might appreciate where that car is definitely going to depreciate,
Right.
even in a week.
All right. Well, there's the first question. Very simple. This is a very simple one, but it caused a lot of concern between friends when I asked this next question.
Okay.
The question is, I asked all the people that I've polled. Now we now know that in Michigan, I posed the question: bagel or toast? Dad,
Oh, bagels.
you said but is that what you say for yourself?
For myself, actually, probably toast.
Okay, toast for yourself. Mom,
I would definitely do bagels.
Mom says, was that for yourself? Mm-hmm. One bagel, one toast.
Yeah.
And we have the number. The results are in.
Yes.
And the results are bagel overwhelmingly wins.
Oh my gosh.
Except if you've eaten my peanut butter toast. That's why he says that.
Yeah, you didn't say what was beyond the bagel.
No.
Toast.
I've left the questions non-specific.
Yeah.
Because I want people to think about, like, if they put their best bagel against their best toast.
Right.
What's going to win?
Right.
Or your worst bagel against your worst toast.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. But bagel, overwhelmingly, like 80 to 20.
I think bagel's more like a food than
Yeah,
toast
bagel's
is.
more like a meal, where toast is more like a snack.
Yeah, I think that's the way people feel about it, too. So here's the next question. Dad and Mom, when it comes to the age-old question, Jell-O or pudding? Dad, do you... is concern?
That's a tough one.
Well, I can
Dad-
immediately
Oh,
say.
Mom, hot on the answer.
Oh,
That's right. Let me tell you. We've been married 47 years. We have 2 children, 1 grandchild, and I've never made Jell-O, and I'm never making Jell-O because it's not a food.
She thinks it's made out of horses' hooves.
It is.
There are not enough horses.
It is.
There's not enough horses' hooves in the United States to make a Jell-O for every single supermarket in the country.
And that's why I don't make it, because your father's so ignorant
It's
not to believe that it
impossible.
is.
Impossible.
Get this microphone closer to you.
It's impossible. Could not be enough horses that they could cut their feet off and have enough hooves to make Jell-O. It is not going to happen.
And listen,
I have watched people
Wait, can I tell
manicure
you?
horses,
Can I tell you something?
and they throw their clippings away. So how are horses' hooves made into
They're
Jell-O?
clippings.
and I want to say exactly about Jell-O. Jell-O's plain Jell-O until somebody ignorant enough makes Jell-O shots out of them. And
The Jell-O shots are not a food group,
Now listen.
but I've never heard of pudding shots.
Wait a second. Pudding shots. There are such a thing.
I would guess that somebody thought that up.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
First of all, it's gelatin. Jell-O is gelatin. It's bone marrow.
It's a man-made thing.
No.
Though. Oh.
No,
I
it's
don't-
one of those few things that we still. It's brought in from the slaughterhouses and the slaughter plants, and they.
Well,
soak
bone
the
marrow is
bones down.
actually very good for you.
That's why
Not
people.
horse.
Well, it's a binder that they use in
Not
cooking.
horses'
and-
hooves, but bone marrow is
that's-
actually very healthy for you.
So you both say Jell-O.
I say Jell-O. She
I
says
say
pudding.
pudding.
Mom says pudding.
I say Jell-O.
I'll
Dad
give a
says
chocolate
Jell-O.
pudding any
I don't
day
eat
over
either.
I will
Jell-O.
tell you right now, according to my survey results, I can tell you once and for all the age-old question: Jell-O or pudding? People in the state of Michigan overwhelmingly chose pudding.
Ah,
Pudding.
That's because a lot of them are still in their right mind.
That's interesting to me, though. I love the horse hooves thing.
I don't believe it. Never did.
It's
Never
animal.
did.
It is bone marrow.
Yeah, but bone marrow is good for you.
Well, that's why they tell you to eat Jell-O if you want to strengthen your nails.
Oh, sure.
Or you strengthen
but
your
it's got
hair.
nothing to do with horses' hooves.
Well,
Obviously, your father's eating too much gelatin. and
At this
that's what
point in
happened
the-
In the
to
first
now listen-
place, all the horses that can't meet the needs and are slaughtered are shipped over to Japan because over there it's a delicacy. So they wouldn't be cutting off their feet just to make Jell-O in America and send the rest of the horse over to Japan.
okay, this is the part of the show where I normally do a top 10 list, but I don't have that. What I'd like for you guys to do is this is going to be at the top 10 list. You guys are going to actually think about this and do it. Top 10 things. Name 10 things that you brought me on your trip down from your house to my house this time.
Just this time?
Just
or-
this time.
Just this time.
Just this time. 10 things that you brought me.
Pasta noodles.
Okay, what's one?
Pasta sauce.
Okay, that's 2.
Bought you a
Jesus.
new set of bathroom towels, rugs.
That's 3. What did you say over here?
A box of Cheez-Its.
A box of Cheez-Its, bathroom towels, rugs, pasta sauce, pasta noodles. That's 4.
Some cardboard boxes.
Some cardboard boxes. That's 5. We need 5 more.
Some bagels.
Bagels.
Yeah.
2 bagels.
Yeah. Some links.
2. Just 2 bagels.
Yeah, 2 bagels.
Right.
Some link sausage and some patty sausage.
Right. Which I don't eat meat anymore.
4 containers of homemade chili.
Right.
that I slaved for.
I don't eat meat anymore.
Well, that's
So
all
I
right.
appreciate all the sausage and chili.
So
You
that's
get
why.
hungry enough, you'll eat it.
Yes.
So
He'll
that's,
probably be eating it before he's off this show
I'm going to
today.
say that's about 7. So we need 3 more.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Come on, you got 3 more. Nothing? I can think of one that I'm
This one-
almost looking at right now.
Oh, yeah, I brought myself. Thank
No,
you.
on the back deck.
Oh, yeah. Bird suet cake, chain, and feeder.
There you go. Bird suet cake, feed, and chainer. And chain and feeder.
Yep.
Chainer, I almost said.
Chainer.
Chainer's not a thing.
No.
Anything else in there?
This was a short trip.
It was a
so-
short trip.
Yeah. That's about it.
All right, that's about it. Let's go to the...
I brought some Brussels sprouts.
oh, that's right. Brussels
Yeah,
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, yeah.
Last time on the show, we did top,
top
top favorite vegetable.
Potato soup.
Potato
Yeah, I
soup.
mean-
Oh, we're too many now.
Okay. Okay.
Last episode I did favorite vegetable, and broccoli was number one.
Love broccoli.
As it should
Always
be.
love broccoli.
Okay,
Little trees, we used to call them to start children.
since human beings have wondered about questions, now I know the answer.
Oh my God, this is wonderful.
I
don't think any question can be answered about anything,
ever.
ever.
Well, that's where I get my nuttiness then, with
Absolutely.
searching for answers to
Answers that
questions that can't be answered.
Can't be answered.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
It's also where I get my stubbornness is from you,
Gives you something to do.
and my bad temper. What do I get from you?
Huh?
Love, kindness. I get from her.
Yeah.
Gentleness. From you,
Craziness.
craziness.
No.
Hot temper.
Impatience
From
you get
her,
from
you
him.
can't find your glasses, your keys, your shoes. Where did I put my cell phone, my jacket, my socks, my underwear?
Well, I've asked.
The only thing I haven't lost is him, and I wish once in a while he'd get lost for
Well,
a
I did
couple of
last
days.
night, and I've heard about it all night long.
Dad, how does it feel to be able to hear today?
I can hear as good as I
With those headphones
newborn
on.
babe.
Yep.
Don't you wish you had a direct line into his ears so you didn't have to scream at him? all
So
the
then
time
I have
without-
to repeat everything 16 times.
Well, we don't have to repeat this question, which
All right,
I now
go
have
ahead.
the answer to. I asked people, and we now know for the entire state of Michigan, the amount of people I polled, we can determine that. Soup or sandwich? Dad,
Soup.
for you,
For me, soup.
soup. Mom,
Definitely soup.
soup. I will tell you right now that more than 65% of the people said sandwich.
Oh, no.
That's because I haven't eaten my soup.
Yeah, they haven't tried enough real homemade soups.
You think that's what it is?
Yes.
They're basing
soup.
it against
That was
canned
surprising to me,
soups.
coming from the state of Michigan.
Yeah, it's where you should be eating
Where
a
it's
lot
cold.
of soup.
Yeah, where
because it's cold.
Yeah, I thought for
Warms
sure
you
that
up.
soups would win that,
Yeah.
but nope.
Yep.
People
I mean,
pick
there's so many fantastic soup. Fish head soup,
I like to.
blood sausage soup.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's never eaten those in his life.
Fish head soup and what
I was
the-
just
what did
gonna
you
say
call
that-
it?
Blood sausage soup.
I was just going to say the actual thing is, I
Harry, what's his name, made fish head soup all the time.
Harry who?
Rogers,
Harry Rogers.
Oh.
Tina's
You
dad.
go over there
But-
and watch him make it, and the eyeballs would be looking at you while you're stirring.
But I like to fashion my soups as of the Seinfeld show, the Soup Nazi, because if you don't deserve it, you're not going to get it.
Soups are good.
Soup is good food.
Soup is good, worth fighting for.
Now this is a question because Michigan is one of the states where we use the two words interchangeably, right? So I asked people, route or route.
Route.
When you think to yourself, what do you say more commonly?
Route.
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 Mom says route.
Route.
You say route.
Route.
I will tell you right now, overwhelmingly, in Michigan, because Michigan is one of the states. There's like 5 states where we use either one.
Either or.
Yeah, where we'll say like that's my route to work. I take that route home from work. Like we'll just throw them around willy nilly. The majority of people said route. Now you
No,
find
Only thing I can say for route was when you're talking about Route 66.
well, see that comes from the fact that people on the West Coast
Yeah.
say route,
Yeah.
and people on the East Coast always say route. But when you get to places like Michigan, Indiana, Ohio,
They use both.
they use either one.
Either one. So you're not going to go to jail for that one.
All right.
Right. Was she going to jail for something else?
If she tells
That
me-
woman's never even been close to jail.
I don't know.
Did Mom tell you my friend Joel got pulled over last night?
Last night?
Yep.
No. With you?
No.
Oh.
He was driving home. I was driving home. By
That's-
the time I got home,
Excuse me.
he had got pulled over for speeding.
And I,
In
and,
Royal
I,
Oak.
and I asked John, oh, he had to be coming from Berkeley. And John looked at me and he goes, how did you know that? And I goes, those Berkeley cops get you every time.
5 over.
On 12 Mile. On 12 Mile.
No. I think on Woodward.
Oh.
Because I told him the only ticket I ever got was from Berkeley cops. And I said, we had a business on
Now that I
Berkeley.
think about it, though, I think it might have been Royal Oak.
Well, Berkeley cops
I think it might have been Royal Oak now.
Yeah.
gave me a ticket for a sign that was just put up the same day after driving that route or root every day.
That's a good callback from the show.
That I said, excuse me, we have a business 2 blocks down. This sign wasn't here
they
yesterday.
just put the sign up and then gave people tickets.
Yes. And so,
Yeah, that's not
Speed
right.
trap.
That's not right.
Speed trap.
but when I went back to the city hall and protested it, they tore it up.
They took it away.
Good
Now,
signs.
when I asked people, we now know for the Midwest United States, I questioned enough people online and in person to have the number that would be all of the Midwestern United States. When I asked people, what's your favorite season? Dad, what's your favorite season?
Fall.
Definitely fall.
I can tell you right now, 91% of the respondents that I asked said fall.
Hey, good for that.
Right?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
No,
great.
it's not crazy because it is the most beautiful,
Beautiful
time of the
time
year.
Out of all of the hundreds of people that I polled, not one said winter.
Well, of course not.
Isn't that crazy? You would
you'd
think
have
that,
to go to the UP and
but you would
interview
think that
people.
at least one person, like I polled hundreds of people for that question.
You'd have to go to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, where they almost have snow year round, and talk to those people, and they would probably tell
They
you
would probably- that's why they live
love
up there,
winter.
'cause they
That's
love
why
it.
they live there.
Right.
They love 10, 12, 15 feet of snow.
We live up there in upper lower Michigan, and I can tell you, if you're not born even that far, those people never come out of their house for like 3 or 4 months during the winter. They stay in the house.
I just think it's very strange that people picked fall so overwhelmingly.
'Cause it's
And then
beautiful.
the next highest number was people said spring, and then summer, and then no one picked winter. Because spring and fall are almost the same season.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of have that weird cold, warm, the trees are bare, but they're,
Yeah,
you
but
know what
they're
I mean?
just the opposite.
Right.
They're just the opposite.
But I mean, if they're
Because spring is
transitionary.
cold, yeah, but the transition is cold to warm,
Right.
and in the fall it's just the opposite. It's from warm to cold.
Right.
So that's where they're
Well, people like warm to cold.
People like that difference.
Right.
You know, they're different. Where summer is just normally hot and winter is normally cold. So spring and fall are like different.
I can tell you, we get long winters here. We might not
Well,
get
this
the
one's
snow.
been going on forever.
Well, our winter started middle of October.
Who are you telling?
Everyone.
Talk to me. You're here with me. Don't talk to the
Okay.
audience. at
Well, it
large.
started.
I know when winter started.
October 15th started up there. That's when we started having wood fires.
It was-
because it was cold.
It was nice yesterday.
It's beautiful.
It's like,
Beautiful.
what was it, 52?
Beautiful.
But of course, we had to come 200 miles south
54.
to get it
54.
because we
54.
still have
54.
54. Car 54. Where are you?
Who was 54? Do you remember that?
Dodie.
Dodie.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah,
Martha's next door neighbor. I'm 54. She's about 84 now.
104.
That's
You
how
think
long
she's still
ago that
alive?
was. Oh, yeah, she's still alive.
What was she, just a crazy hillbilly?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Didn't I ever tell you the story about her husband?
No.
Herschel.
Her husband, Herschel.
Oh, we shouldn't maybe say that.
He asked me and my brother-in-law to come over to his house. He had a refrigerator he needed moved.
Yeah.
And he was a very small, not very strong person, old. And it was a
and
very,
weak.
very
Correct.
hot summer day.
Right.
And he says, could you and your brother-in-law come over and help me move this refrigerator? And I said, well, of course, we'd be glad to do it. He says, oh, good. And we got done moving the refrigerator. It was quite a big job. It was heavy and it was hot and we were sweating a lot, no air conditioning or anything.
Right.
And so we sat down on the couch and he said, would you guys like a beer? And we were ready to drink a 12-pack, a
Right.
case.
This is when you were still drinking.
Yes, quite a while ago. And he came out of the kitchen with a can of beer and 2 glasses and poured some beer in each glass and actually drank the rest of the beer for himself out of the can. We worked for an hour and a half in 100-degree weather, and he asked us, would you guys like a beer? We didn't put 2 and 2 together until he came out with 1 can of beer. And he said, would you guys like a beer? We wanted a gallon of beer each. We didn't want to share one 12-ounce can of beer between 3 people. on a hot summer day moving a
You
refrigerator.
didn't do well with a half a can of beer.
No, not too good.
No.
And
And
knowing
then did you move the refrigerator?
Yeah.
And then went and got hammered?
Yep.
Probably.
Yep. Left there and went to the bar and got loaded.
yeah. He wanted to end up with the can because he didn't want him walking off with that 10-cent
Is that
can.
what it was?
Oh, yeah, he wanted that returnable.
Really?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Is he still alive?
No.
No, he's long gone. He was the one whose mother was put into a nursing home, and they went to see her. They hadn't been to see her for many, many years while she was in a nursing home, a very low-class nursing home. And when they did, and she was rolling around in the bed complaining, and they took the sheet off of her, and her toenails were so long that they had gone down into the bottoms of her feet.
Oh, my God.
And they were actually cutting the bottoms of her feet because her toenails were so long.
This show has gone off the rails.
And this is true. This is not made up.
This show has reached a new low. With
Well-
the curly toenails cutting your foot.
Well,
Cutting into the bottom of her
and this
foot.
is not even a person
And
that
just-
we know.
and just to
This is
keep
just a
it-
story.
keep-
Herschel's mother.
but let me just add on to this. After Herschel died, Dodie, his wife, was, very sad. She didn't have very many friends. So she started sending letters to the prison and had a couple prisoners write back to her.
Oh, she's one of those.
Yes, yeah.
Loved the prisoners.
And so then she
never has to worry about a commitment that way.
but she ended up going to New Jersey to visit these two prisoners.
She would
Yeah.
only communicate with lifers, so she knew they would never get out.
And then she'd go and see him?
Yes, Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. People are nuts.
I know.
Let's get to this. I got one more.
Like Seinfeld always said, there's nothing like prison sex.
You guys love Seinfeld
Oh, we love
to
Seinfeld.
this day.
Best-
That show, that show hasn't been on in like 20 years.
It doesn't
We
matter.
have-
It's
we
still
have
funny.
tapes of Seinfeld. We have discs of Seinfeld.
You know
We
why?
watch Seinfeld.
Now you watch them. Before you
I don't
watched
like
them.
it.
Well, I know. But,
I don't like the show.
well,
It's
we
a show
love
about
it.
nothing.
Well, I understand that. I'm just saying I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny
I've
because
never found it funny.
if you watch it when they're doing the things.
I'm pretty sure people have watched Seinfeld.
No, I know you watch it, but now that you watch it in the reruns,
Yeah.
they're all cracking up at their own selves. I mean, that's the best part is they can't even get the words out half the time if you watch
I'm
it.
just not a fan.
I know.
Just not a fan.
Sorry, you don't you
That's
missed a
okay.
good
That's
good
okay.
part of life then.
When I asked people, speaking of seasons
Do you like Seinfeld?
and nice day, maybe I'll ask that next time. And I'll bet you I'll be proved that people will say they don't like it.
Oh, that's possible. It
Because
might
they're not
fit
watching it
today's.
anymore.
It might
Right.
not fit today's culture.
But I asked people this question: ice cream cone or popsicle? Now, Dad, faced with that dilemma, I see your face. It shows concern.
Ooh.
If you could only have an ice cream cone or a popsicle,
Ooh.
Could it be a custard cone?
no.
Oh,
Does it have to be like just a plain vanilla?
Ice cream cone or popsicle? You can make it chocolate or vanilla. It doesn't matter. That's not the question.
Okay,
The
I'll
question
go
is,
with an ice cream cone.
oh my God.
As much as I love popsicles,
He eats popsicles in the wintertime. I just had to go buy him 2 dozen like 3 days ago.
Mom, what do you say?
I definitely say ice cream.
Ice cream. So you both say ice cream.
ice cream.
All of my friends have been freaking out because when this question comes to me, popsicles. I love popsicles. Do I get that from you?
Yeah, I love popsicles.
I'll eat them all the time. And Slurpees. Popsicles and
Ugh,
Slurpees.
gross.
Not Slurpees. Slurpees give me brain freeze. You can't get them. You can get
See,
them down.
Does he have a brain to freeze?
You-
Is that
No,
what it
because he hasn't had a Slurpee in about 25 years.
Oh yes, I have. Yes, I have. You don't know, but you can drink them too fast.
Wait, are you secretly drinking Slurpees behind her back?
all the time?
We have one 7-Eleven up north in our town, and he's never been in that for 10 years.
Every time I come down here, I eat a Slurpee.
That is not true.
Every time I sneak off to 7-Eleven.
That's a lie right now.
Oh, thank God for 7-Eleven.
It's thank heaven.
Thank God. Of I love it.
I told you he's lying. He's lying. He hasn't had a Slurpee in 20 years because his brain was
Thank God
frozen.
for 7-Eleven doesn't roll off the tongue. As easily as thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
I was in a 7-Eleven before you were born.
Secret Slurpee.
I was in
I
a
know that you're getting
7-Eleven
secret-
before.
Now you know why you can't trust
I know
a
that
thing
you-
out of that man's mouth.
I know that you're getting secret ice cream from McDonald's
Oh yeah,
because you do that when
I
I'm
get
in
the
the
vanilla
car.
ice cream.
He goes through
Vanilla
the
ice cream
drive-thru,
for $1.
gets an ice cream cone, and eats it before he's pulled out back onto Rochester Road.
Yep.
Definitely.
It's like 2 bites, gone.
It's the best dollar ice cream cone you can get.
There you go.
Well, I tell you what, when it comes to ice cream cone or popsicle, handily winning at about 97%. Ice cream cone.
Hey.
Yep.
I would have never thought that.
Living in Royal Oak, Ray's Ice Cream on
What is she? She's plugging businesses now.
Coolidge. Best ice cream ever. Handmade.
Maybe I'll ask them-
handmade.
maybe
Except
they'll-
for Brown's Creamery and when Saunders was in business.
Maybe since mom's doing plugs for company, I'll go to the companies and ask them for some advertising money.
There you go. Big bucks.
Could you just ask him for like a gallon of ice
She
cream?
just wants ice cream at this point.
Yeah, just free ice cream. Lifetime supply of free ice
In
cream.
the summer,
Lifetime supply.
in the-
Lifetime.
You're not going
Well,
to
I'm only going to live 5 more years, so that's not much.
and you're not going to be able to. You're getting your surgery.
Yeah, I can't eat it anyways after about a month.
Can you eat ice cream after you get your gastric?
I don't
bypass
think so.
surgery?
No.
No, it's too cold,
No, it's
Too rich.
Too sugar.
too
much
sugary. What about popsicles?
They make sugar-free popsicles.
I like how you screamed that at the phone or the microphone, so you didn't have to sit forward.
They make sugar-free popsicles.
Well, Mom and Dad, I can't say it's been great.
you're
It's
right.
been interesting having you guys on the show.
Well, everyone should be able
You ain't
to.
heard nothing yet.
You should be able to tell that your dad's a constant liar. So don't believe anything he says.
I'm old enough to tell an untruth.
Everything's an untruth.
I tell
think-
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
I
truth
think-
if I have to lie to do it.
Where's that from?
Herb Hagelin.
Who's that? People don't understand. People who might be listening don't know.
Good friend of mine.
Good friend of yours.
Yes, up in heaven, I hope.
Another drinker that's passed on, but a lovely man.
Fell into heaven, probably.
Probably did. Tripped his way in.
Tripped his way up there.
Yeah, tripped his way up the stairs.
Well, he almost died when he forgot to stop at the railroad track in town and went across it and the train hit him.
The only person that got hit by a train and survived.
And it was the one train that comes by every year.
Yeah,
See, I think that you guys hold back with the microphones. You're unwilling to yell at each other and argue. You guys yell at each other a lot.
Yes.
Oh, no. No. It's pure love.
No, I know that you guys love each other, but you scream at each other nonstop.
Because I'm tired of him lying. He lies about everything.
I lie about nothing.
All right. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Thank you, John.
You
Thank
can
you,
say,
my son.
say goodbye to all the listeners. Now, are you guys
My
going
older
up?
son.
Are you guys
My
going?
oldest son.
Are you guys going? Yeah. Are you guys going up north today? Are you going back home today?
You're hoping that we will, but we're
No,
thinking
I'm
not.
hoping you will.
Yes,
Oh.
that's what I said. Yeah.
We'll be back soon enough.
Yeah. What are the big plans for today? Can we discuss those for a second on mic for some extra stuff for people to hear?
Well, I think that we've got to go buy you a new coffee pot because I think
I don't
yours
need a new
went
coffee pot.
kaput last night.
I don't
Thank
need a
you.
new coffee pot. Not
He
this
will.
time. Not this time.
If anybody wants to give him
Buy you some white paint.
A can of white spray paint, and then what?
Did you find any coffee cups?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
if everyone that's on here has any extra coffee cups, could you send them to John? Because he's lived in his own house for a couple years now, and I've only brought him about
I don't
200
know what's
coffee
happening to the
cups,
coffee cups.
and they're gone every time.
I don't know.
The cat is taking the coffee cups at night. He's hiding. You're going to find a stash of coffee cups in his house someplace.
My grandcat would
cat.
never do that. But with your dad's lesson, or no mind,
The
reminds
cat got
himself.
the coffee cups.
Yes, sure.
Is that what the cat got the coffee cups?
Cat is a coffee cup fanatic.
I don't know if I believe that,
No, he has a hard time carrying them.
but it's hard to carry coffee cups when you're a cat.
Yeah, but he has a little device that he uses that he grabs in his mouth and it hooks
What
on
are
the
you
handle
talking about at this
of the
point?
cup.
Now, do you see? He is like mentally incompetent. If anybody wants to send me a letter saying just listening to him for this short amount of time, that poor woman has had to endure too much in her life.
Well, let me just tell the listeners, if they're interested in this show, which I don't know, I think this show wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. But I appreciate you guys being on it.
Well, thank you very much.
People can go to facebook.com/TopTenneys. That's the name of the show, Top Tenneys.
Top Tenneys.
And they can voice their outrage at this episode.
That's fine with me. I'm outraged at this episode.
And they can send an email to toptenneys@gmail.com, and I'll respond to that to those emails. And anything else? You guys got anything else to say before the end of the show?
That's enough for today.
No, it was nice being here with you, and I love being in Royal Oak.
Did you have fun on the show, Mom?
Oh, absolutely.
You did?
Absolutely.
Dad, did
Seeing
you have fun
that
on the show?
Yeah, just a barrel of monkeys.
Seeing that we couldn't do it yesterday because your father was...
More fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Well, thanks for being on the show, guys. I love you guys.
Love you too.
belong to you ever since your heart.
Mares and goats and
Remember
does
the
and
truth
goats.
that was new.
Little lambs, he died.
I'll do anything to convince your heart I'm 100% for you.
You?
It would surely be very small of me if my love for you wasn't true. So I'm advertising that all of me I'm 100%